All right, y'all, so in this next video, we're gonna be checking out some of the most debated, and I said some of the most debated and controversial UFO sightings caught on camera. All right, so if you're new, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, join the fam, and let's go.
And as he approaches Mexico City, he notices basically a small flying saucer just above his left wing. And he's like, what is this?
I am a 100% believer in UFOs.
UFOs are frequently reported to be hiding in or near clouds of an alleged metallic disc nestled in the clouds above Lake Cote, Costa Rica.
I mean, there are deep questions. You know, are we alone in the universe? Probably not. You'd guess there are 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe, right? So you would expect not.
Usually, alien crafts are either just a beam of light or saucer-shaped, but this one looks like an innovative new design. Tourists in Hawaii were trekking by the hilly areas where they spotted this object that was flying not too far from their location. Using their phone cameras, they tried to get a better look by zooming in on it while recording. Unlike the usual UFOs that are sighted, this one had a much more updated and modernized look, with this one maybe being part of some ongoing trails, seeing how slow and much easier it was to spot, where usually in moments like these, the alien crafts tend to go supersonic. Hidden among
Joker looked like a flying toaster oven. You know what I'm saying? Y'all call that one the upgraded version? Okay, yeah, that must have been back then at that moment in time. That had to be the upgraded version at that moment.
Among the clouds.
What the hell is that thing? Hold on a second.
Most of the time, UFOs make an open appearance with no concern of being spotted. While the commercial airliner was flying over the skies of Florida, one of the passengers spotted an object or aircraft of some kind that was parked within the clouds and only partially visible.
Can't see it anymore. Dad, move your hand.
The bright blue light that was lit up was the only reason how easily it was spotted. This sighting could genuinely be made after a mistake was made on the part of the aliens, or perhaps the light was purposefully lit for reasons unknown. Encircling saucer mystery. Either the aliens were guarding something very sensitive or were suffering a severe case of malfunction. On the 7th of July, 2024, a pedestrian in Nagpur, India witnessed a very close and unbelievable sight of alien UFO activity, which got him very curious. Due to the cloudy
I think this is one of those moments where you should alert the National Guard. I think this might be one of them.
weather, he couldn't make out if it was a single, very large UFO that was spinning fast, suffering some technical difficulties while being close to the ground, or a large fleet of UFOs guarding a perimeter of something very secretive. However, he believed that this was more of a fleet of UFOs caught in a loop of encirclement. Intimidation or malfunctioning? Being around an alien craft that's malfunctioning could be far scarier than one purposefully being intimidating. A girl traveling on a passenger plane while recording noticed the appearance of several pairs of dotted objects which randomly appeared in the sky. One of them, however, came very close to the plane in a supersonic move and returned back immediately in the same manner. The objects then remained far away without making any more sudden moves. None of the other passengers were able to witness the incident, as these crafts are said to be using infrared technology. This incident leaves the obvious question: was this intimidation of some kind, or perhaps a malfunction? Tailing UFO craft. Although these UFO crafts have been peaceful till now, sometimes they get concerningly close. A dark UFO craft was spotted by a concerned passenger once it was spotted flying next to an airliner. The tailing UFO kept following for a couple of minutes before releasing a small cloud of black smoke and turning around quickly to leave. The actual motive of this UFO was not known, though it almost gave the vibe that it didn't want to be spotted or was flying too close that would even make its own kind quite uncomfortable. UFO Command Center. To date, this might be the biggest UFO sighting yet.
Is it over top of a volcano? Does that look like a volcano to y'all? Because y'all know we have heard the theories about them hovering around and being around volcanoes and stuff like that. So I'm wondering if this one is actually caught like that, if it's real.
As concerning as it is also fascinating. During a morning hike, a group of hikers in California recorded this exorbitantly large, unidentified flying craft that was visibly very near to the ground and was completely stationary. Most spectators and even viewers believed it to be the command center of aliens, or at least numerous UFOs that appeared all over the planet. If this is the case, it's quite alarming, suggesting it could be followed by a large fleet of fighter UFOs with the potential intent of invading humanity and attempting to take over. Tic Tac UFO. This could have been anything from an unusual-looking UFO to just a glitch in the Matrix. A passenger on an unknown commercial airliner shared a clip showing a large object that was not only rotating, but also moving erratically across the area. Described as a tic-tac-shaped UFO, its true nature remains a mystery. With a visible shadow confirming it was no hoax, the best explanation seems to be an alien craft malfunctioning while passing through portals. Shiny, low-flying craft. This looks like another innovative prototype that's designed with the attempt of giving it better invisibility capabilities. A private plane pilot who was flying in mountainous areas somewhere north of Canada had a very close encounter with an enhanced UFO in the midst of the flight. It had a shiny silver surface all around, which was deflecting sunlight, and also looked to be quite slim in appearance. The alien craft seemed to have purposefully maneuvered around the private plane to show off its potential or flexibility. Volcano mystery.
Mira, Cali, como se ve aquí en la pantalla.
In November 2021, a group of young hikers reached the summit of Antuco volcano in Chile's Biobío region and stumbled upon something truly bizarre. Amid the natural beauty, a strange, shining object caught their eyes.
Lo que lo encontramos, un ovni, un objeto que brilla ya no identificado.
They managed to record a luminous, triangular shape, perhaps a UFO or even a portal. While many believed it was otherworldly, skeptics dismissed it as an edit. Was it a portal or UAP? Share those thoughts down in the comments.
What if the reason why we're seeing some of these sightings is because they crunk up CERN? What if they did that? The Hadron Collider or whatever that thing is called. What if they crunk that thing up? And now that's when we start seeing, or that's when they're exposed.
Está haciendo la genkidama, weón.
Abduction. The footage went viral recently and was probably from secret files from Area 51. A U.S. military helicopter was flying over the Atlantic Ocean on regular surveillance when a strange light appeared from afar and got near the helicopter. In the blink of an eye, that U.S. helicopter was gone, and the light then went straight on its path. Now, as the footage made its way online, many speculations were made. Some said it might be a top-secret project, or that the copter was abducted by the surprising sphere of light. And you know what? During all this fuss, the U.S. authorities never clarified anything. UAP or UFO? UFOs often are visibly shiny at times, but nothing of this sort, which very well seems more like an unidentified aerial phenomenon. A bystander from the ground on the streets of Salvador, Brazil, noticed the appearance of this unknown entity in the sky, where an object was not only shape-shifting, but also had a huge light flashing signature that was continuously changing by the second. With the lights popping so bright, it was almost impossible to make any sense of what this might or might not have been.
I don't think we should stare at it. This looks like something that can possibly put you in a state of hypnosis or something like that, you know? Like staring at that thing, I was under the impression, I was just sitting there watching, I'm like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be staring at this. Maybe we shouldn't. It could be messing with our brains, scrambling our brains and stuff like that, no.
Some of the viewers believed this was a UFO putting on a show, while others were convinced it was more of a phenomenon at work. UFO trail or Dementor? Call it a trail of smoke off a UFO or a sighting of a Dementor. This doesn't seem to have human involvement, according to the source. In February 2023, an online speculation surged when a flight passenger spotted a peculiar object from the window. Apart from this being a UFO going down in flames, it resembled that of a sci-fi flying Dementor that was swiftly moving alongside the aircraft. The passenger, who couldn't know its nature, turned to the internet for answers and uploaded the footage. Even though the footage got decent attention, no one was able to make sense of what this was. Unidentified shallow water object. Till date, UFOs have never been seen taking a dip or going underwater, but this could be a first. Two boaters were heading up for a recreational fishing trip off the coast of Puerto Rico, until this very bright, unusual blue light caught their attention and they stopped to investigate. Though some of the marine life are bioluminescent, surely none of them are this type of bright. With the possibility of this being some submarine and having no possibility, ultimately, the only possible explanation left behind here is that it must be some underwater version of a UFO. Unintelligible sky object. At one point, this looks like another alien craft and some bird at the other. A villager from an undisclosed location in India spotted this very unfamiliar-looking object during the early morning hours. It had wing-like arms protruding from the center, which looked more or less like a pod or a spacecraft of some kind. The object of interest remained stationary at the same position in the sky and was reported to have disappeared soon after. This object is considered to be a UFO, as well as a UAP. Sky-crossing anomalies. A video from May 27, 2023 in Melbourne, Australia reveals large, peculiar objects appearing in the sky. Some resemble debris, while others take on humanoid shapes, moving fluidly across the sky. As they approach tall buildings, they skillfully navigate around them before returning to their original formation. Despite ongoing speculation, the cause of this phenomenon remains largely unanswered. Experts suggest that electromagnetic waves may have influenced the behavior of these alien artifacts, providing a potential explanation for their unexpected movements. Fast descending triangle UFO. Among the numerous UFO sightings reported over the decades, this one stands out for its unique design and also its intention. A remote area resident in Chile was left petrified upon spotting a triangular-shaped UFO rapidly descending a couple of miles away from his private property in the countryside. From the design and movement of the craft, it clearly looked to be a highly advanced UFO that was landing. However, as the witnesses attempted to get closer for a better look, by the time he reached the other side of the mountain, it was long gone. Going in circles. Normally, an alien saucer appears in a dramatic way and is made a big deal out of. This one, however, was quite casual in comparison. A commercial airliner was flying above the cloudy sky of Paris when one of the passengers on board filmed the black saucer craft, which appeared not too far away, and made a casual pass by. Initially, he thought that this UFO craft, as surprising as it was just crossing paths with them, until he saw it again minutes later. This led him to believe that the saucer was flying in circles around the plane for reasons unknown, while maintaining safe distance just to avoid collision. T-shaped prototype. On April 19, 2024, a mysterious object was caught on camera in Mexico. Believed by many to be a UFO, the object was seen hovering in the sky, exhibiting movements unlike any known aircraft. Witnesses quickly recorded the event and shared the footage on social media, where it garnered significant attention.
Now, that looks like the updated version. The one earlier looked like I said, an old toaster oven, but this looks like some far and beyond technology we ain't even caught up to yet. That's what this one looks like.
Some speculated it could be a top-secret military project. Others believed it was evidence of extraterrestrial activity. Despite the widespread speculation, the sighting remains unexplained. What do you think? Government secrets or alien activity? Clouded UFO formation. Looks like the aliens are trying to use the benefit of the doubt, guising their crafts to look like clouds to form an undetected formation. A concerned homeowner living by the outskirts of a city in the Philippines noticed dozens of small UFO-shaped and sized cloud-like formations all across the sky. According to him, the UFOs are using artificial cloud-like holograms to hide their presence in the area by making everything think of them to be clouds. Now, it's unclear what their intentions may be, but if they're going to extreme lengths, they certainly have a much bigger agenda at hand. Beach saucer sighting. Imagine enjoying the perfect beach day until something extraordinary appears in the sky. In 2003, an alien saucer-shaped object was filmed hovering over Africa. Critics might claim it's a hoax, but the way the light reflects off the UFO suggests otherwise. The object remains visible for a while before suddenly vanishing into thin air, as if it noticed the camera. Perhaps the aliens forgot to activate their camouflage and were reminded by their commander. Or maybe it accelerated at a speed beyond our current technological capabilities. Large UAP signature. Clearly, this is more of an unidentified aerial phenomena than a UFO, just by its flashy signature. Footage recorded in June 2016 in Iraq by a government source shows the appearance of a group of several large, flashy objects which randomly appeared moving over the desert landscape. Its physical nature, as well as the random appearance, was neither known nor explainable by even ufologists, apart from these being drones. According to the anonymous source who leaked the video, this may have been some kind of arsenal. Spy Sparrow. Even though this clearly looks like an unidentified flying object, there is the potential of it blending into spy. This bird drone was spotted on top of power lines as it kept on either flashing a light of its own or there were sparks all over it. With this spy bird drone that was facing towards the source, he was convinced he was being kept an eye on by someone very interested in his whereabouts. Now, this could very likely be a human rather than an alien, but the source is convinced of it having more alien vibes surrounding it than any human vibes. Upside down saucer. By this point, it's almost evident that even the aliens are serious about innovating new designs and modernizing their fleet, according to their own standards. This uniquely designed spacecraft was spotted and filmed by a group of young men playing soccer in Brazil. Unlike the usual UFOs, this one was upside down and had lights all over it. It appeared to be abducting someone, if not extracting someone from within the wooded area, shortly before disappearing into another dimension. Another UFO prototype. At this point, there's no more room of doubt left that aliens indeed are looking for a new look for their crafts in a haste. A ufologist shared this clip on Instagram showing another design of a UFO craft that was flying low in the skies of Phoenix, Arizona. This one seemed to be absorbing the sunlight and using it to camouflage itself in the sky during the day. As it gets closer in the footage, we can see it clearly has black and white stripes on top, just as the military uses different camouflage patterns to blend itself with the operating environment.
That could very well be one of our military ones that we found at a crash site, reverse engineered, repaired it, got it back going, and is out testing it out. That's what that could be, is what I'm thinking.
Secret craft. Governments keep secrets, but sometimes they slip through the cracks. A triangle-shaped UFO was just hanging out over the mountains in Brazil. It was moving super slowly and then suddenly took off at warp speed, with its afterburners blazing. Experts were quick to say it was the TR-3B, a secret U.S. spacecraft built from alien technology, which was recovered from the Roswell incident in 1947. While some netizens argued it was an alien invasion. What do you think it might be? Miami Lights. If it glows, it knows. And on January 6th, 2024, Miami residents were left wondering just what those strange flying lights knew. A man standing on his terrace spotted these lights moving erratically across the sky. He wasn't alone. Locals noticed the same phenomenon almost daily throughout the month. He even pointed out the strange clouds over the sky. While some believe these were aliens spying on us, skeptics suggested a more mundane explanation. They suggested those might be airport drones keeping the skies clear of birds. Whether extraterrestrial or man-made, these lights sparked curiosity and debate across the city.
And them clouds not even moving. How the whole cloud not gonna move? It's just sitting there at nighttime.
Fiery encounter. Seeing is believing, but sometimes it's hard to believe just what you see. In 2023, the city of Maceo experienced an unusual sighting. A camera facing the sea captured a massive fireball on the horizon. So huge, it looked like a second sun. The fireball appeared and disappeared, and finally vanished with a mysterious white object trailing behind. Netizens were quick to scream alien invasion, while experts suggested it could be a satellite re-entering the atmosphere, or even a clever digital trick. The truth? Well, that's still up for debate. The sky holds many secrets, and this was just one of them. Batmobile. On October 20th, 2021, an unidentified flying object was caught on camera from the International Space Station. It was sort of like a space version of a Batmobile. This strange object resembled a high-tech space vehicle and was hovering uncontrollably. The U.S. government quickly claimed it was just a metallic fragment off of a missile launch. But the sleek design and details were too intriguing to just be mere debris. Naturally, this sparked some wild speculation, with many convinced it was a genuine UFO, while the authorities continued convincing people it was space debris. Netizens, however, were not buying it after all. Not all that floats is junk in space. Saucy UFO. Not everything that glitters is gold, but this time it is. Not every UFO is alien. A viral video showing a flying object with "Truff" written on it has taken the internet by storm. It was filmed from the mirror side of an airplane when this object zoomed near it. The footage racked up millions of views on social media, which had UFO enthusiasts buzzed out with excitement. But after some digging, the truth is actually saucier than you might think. Turns out Truff is a sauce brand famous for quirky marketing stunts. Brand even posted the video on its official account. So next time you see something bizarre, remember, sometimes it might just be clever marketing in disguise. Green light. In Chile, a group of boys were awestruck when they noticed a strange green light beaming down from the sky and pointing right at them. They quickly...
See, this be making me think, when we be out staring at them or we see something we think is a UFO, are they seeing us? Are they staring back at us? And when they shine a light like that, is that them communicating or acknowledging that they see us? I don't know. That's how my mind thinks. I be thinking that.
Captured the scene on video, which went viral almost instantly. Speculations of a UFO spread like wildfire, but skeptics weren't convinced. They insisted it was all staged and probably just a drone. Whether it was extraterrestrial or just some tech trickery, the mystery remains unsolved. The truth is still out there. Or maybe just up there. Mystery glint. In 2019, a glint in the sky caught the eye of a man in Guilford County, North Carolina. He zoomed in on the flashing cylindrical object. The footage showed it coming in and out of focus, glinting like metallic mirrors in the late afternoon sun. Experts estimated it was as high as a commercial aircraft. The 34-year-old local, blown away by what he captured, believed it was otherworldly. Whether an alien ship or just some strange reflection, this sighting left many people scratching their heads. Keep your eyes on the skies. You just never know what you might see. Sky Spectre. When you see something strange in the sky, it's almost like spotting a unicorn in your backyard. Mind-blowing and a bit unreal. In January 2024, locals in Mississauga, Ontario, had their minds blown by a mysterious dark figure hovering above. This humanoid shape floated slowly through the sky and stirred up a storm of speculations. Some believed it was an alien, while skeptics claimed it was just a humanoid-shaped balloon. So what do you think? Was it an interdimensional being, or just some cleverly shaped plastic? Whatever it was, it sure had people talking. Odd satellite. This might be the most convincing UFO footage ever. Surfacing on the internet in 2021 at an unknown location, someone recorded a flying spacecraft soaring through the clouds. It was huge, with 3 glowing dots and what seemed to be an afterburner, and it went straight into the sky. At first, people speculated it might be a rocket or some kind of satellite being launched into space. However, experts commented that no known rocket or satellite is in that shape, so we're left with only 2 possibilities.
Do y'all think we believe y'all? Like, these are rhetorical questions when we ask y'all like this. Y'all don't have to answer back. Like, come on, bro. Like, because we're not going to believe anything that y'all spat back to us. No.
Either it's some top secret project or an otherworldly aircraft. Strange sighting.
Caught on camera, shall we say, the weirdest unidentified flying object you've likely ever seen.
A resident of Kingsburg captured the weirdest UFO ever seen, right above his yard. It appeared as a light with a strange trail behind it, setting off his motion sensor around 10:09 p.m. He initially thought it was a shooting star, but quickly reconsidered and joked about aliens. This sighting came just as Congress was pressing the Pentagon for UFO evidence.
They do exist or they don't exist. They keep telling us they don't exist, but they block every opportunity for us to get a hold of the information.
Don't you think those aliens want to be on the scene now? Well, the footage left many curious, including another local who reported seeing a similar object. Share your thoughts about this strange object below.
To see whatever facts and information we have, and it's good. I'm very supportive of letting the American public see whatever we have.
Desert encounter. Seeing is believing, they say, but sometimes it only leaves you with more questions. A massive spaceship or flying saucer was parked in the desert. Its door opened and a sleek humanoid creature emerged. The UFO dropped it and went away. The creature stood there for a while, then it was whisked away by a blue light when zoomed in on. The internet went wild, divided on whether this was a real UFO encounter or an elaborate hoax. What do you think? Genuine or just another desert mirage? Sky mystery. They say the sky has secrets, and one man discovered a big one while filming the weather from his apartment. Initially thinking it was the sun peeking through the clouds, he soon realized it was something else entirely, a massive flying saucer. When he zoomed in, he saw a black object slowly emerging from it. When he posted the footage online, netizens went wild with theories. Experts weighed in and said the details were too precise to be fake. The sky may seem vast, but sometimes it reveals mysteries in the most unexpected of ways. Remote portal. In the remote mountain ranges, a man captured something astonishing. A flying saucer gliding towards what seemed to be a portal. Slowly, the saucer entered the portal, which then closed and vanished without a trace. When the footage surfaced online, it caused quite a stir. Some argued it was a clever edit, while others believed it was a genuine UFO encounter. The clip ignited heated debates between believers and skeptics. Could this be proof of extraterrestrial life using portals to travel? Share your thoughts in the comments. Glowing tangos. When glowing dots in the sky grow larger, increase in number, and descend rapidly, you know something unusual is imminent. In August 2023, a driver in downtown London noticed a glowing object. Initially, he thought it was an aircraft, but it began multiplying exponentially, leaving him baffled. As the objects grew bigger and descended toward the Earth's surface, their bright glow obscured their true nature, leading to speculation about their possibly malicious intent. Hovering mystery.
It looks like it's moving with the clouds.
A woman from the city of Dayton, Ohio was with her family when suddenly she spotted something that defied all logic. It was a massive piece of wreckage and inexplicably suspended in mid-air.
Oh, did you see this?
According to local reports, a private plane pilot even circled it, hoping for some clue to its origin, but no luck. Before anyone else could investigate the wreckage, it vanished into thin air.
Oh my God, disappeared.
It was like nothing anyone had ever seen before, and this hovering mystery left everyone confused. Was it a UFO? A glitch in reality? Whatever it was, one thing's for sure. It was a story that'll keep you looking up at the sky. Person floating in air. Two buddies were outside, tossing around a football and enjoying a sunny day. When suddenly, one of them spotted something bizarre in the sky.
We see this thing floating through the air. I mean, it literally just looks like a person's floating through the air.
A massive figure was seemingly floating in mid-air. Out of curiosity, they zoomed in and realized it looked more like a person.
So, do we have another jellyfish UFO sighting? I think we do.
Defying gravity and gliding through the clouds.
We have no idea what it is, but it doesn't look like an airplane or anything.
Caught off guard by this surreal sight, they couldn't help but wonder what on Earth, or beyond, could be causing it. Was it some kind of airborne acrobat, a trick of the light, or perhaps something more otherworldly? Spiral UFO.
A strange object caught on camera. A viewer sent this video to us. They say it was taken a few days ago, but they weren't sure what it was.
It was 2022, and a guy was staring at the night sky, admiring the countless stars up there. Suddenly, he saw something strange and pulled out his camera to capture it. What he ended up witnessing was a massive, glowing spiral that looked like it was growing bigger. He was completely stunned and couldn't find the words to describe what he was seeing. People around him started speculating about what it could be, from normal explanations to aliens.
It looks like a Ferris wheel actually took to the sky.
It's weird.
Have you seen anything similar before?
No.
A retired Air Force official suggested it could be a helicopter with a searchlight whose beam got distorted by the weather.
If it was cloudy that night or rain that night, whenever you look at lights through that, it creates a halo effect.
But then he admitted that he had seen some unexplainable objects during his service, and that reignited the debate. What could be the other possible explanation for this thing? UFO. It was a regular day in an urban area when suddenly someone looked up and spotted something that would make your jaw drop. A strange light zipping across the sky like it had places to be. Now, at first, you might think it was just a plane doing its thing, right? But hold up. This light was moving at a speed that had experts scratching their heads. It went from left to right, then shot straight up into the sky. Now, the big question on everyone's mind, what was it? Could it be a UFO cruising through our atmosphere? Or maybe something else entirely?